Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is Dragon Age Origins Part 4, and we are about to travel through Ostagar, which, as I said at the end of last episode, is the most buggy part of Dragon Age Origins. I actually already recorded this intro, made it about 45 seconds into the episode, and it crashed. If your RAM reaches more than 2 gigs in this area, the game will crash. The old, almost 20-year-old coding doesn't know how to handle that much RAM usage. And so I've turned down all the graphics to medium to see if that will keep it under 2 gigs of RAM. Hopefully we won't have any more crashes. It's a shame because for an almost 20-year-old game, it can look pretty good. You know, considering its age, but now it's just gonna... We're just gonna try to make it survive at all.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
We'll move the graphics back up to the highest settings once we are out of Ostagar and the game isn't at risk of crashing all the time. Look at that shadow. Yikes. Looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment.
Okay.
Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Okay, tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
That's an expression. Is there anywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster. He's just a bit to the northwest.
Beautiful. Where is the king? Oh,
A
Circle of
few
Magi's
yes.
here? I mean?
They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Okay. Where is the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Do I hear dogs barking? I do.
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Damn. So, Ferelden is a country that's, like, famous for their dogs. They're Mabari warhounds or whatever. They're, like, crazy smart, crazy strong, crazy fast dogs. And it's pretty cool, actually. I want to ask you something else.
Go on, then.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
So much to do, so much to see. Royal Enclave. There's Duncan. Yeah, okay. I've never played with, like, holding down tab before to see what my options are. That's so crazy. King's Guard.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Tairn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
We'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Tairn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Tairn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
I didn't know Cailan was married.
To the Tairn's daughter, no less. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Okay, I should go.
As you wish.
Yeah, I'm not going in the king's tent, am I? Logain's Guard?
You approach the tent of Tairn Logain. State your business.
Tell me about him.
How can you not know of Logain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is he inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Surely you can tell me a little bit about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Logain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Okay. I'd like an audience with him.
I suppose you have a message for him?
I don't.
Hold on, then.
I don't. I'm just persuasive, I guess.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
A fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. First Enchanter spoke highly of you. A great achievement, for one so young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
And if he doesn't?
Then simply pray.
Okay. I don't know why he gave me the time of day. I'm just some random new Grey Warden recruit, but I'm here for it, I guess.
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart.
There's
Don't
one.
listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood.
You get tainted by touching their blood. Not good. That's an invisible wall. Anything back here at all? 2 sacks and a priest. Iron boots. Small metal round shield. It's stuff. Stuff we might be able to sell too, so not too bad. I'm gonna re-equip the fancy staff for a bit. Yeah. I think this is our best equipment right now, so I'm gonna keep rolling with it.
There are lots of darkspawn, different colors.
The fact that there's just trees growing in the fort. I don't think I've ever noticed that. Kind of wild. Side quest though, I'm all about that. Kennel Master.
This isn't good. I hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I can muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
I'll give it a
Go
shot.
in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
I should have asked how smart it was, my bad. The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Put the muzzle on the dog. The Mabari growls weakly but does not challenge you. After you are done, he whimpers
Well
plaintively.
done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
That might be why.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Okay, where in the wilds would I find this flower? I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Poor dog. I don't like dogs whimpering, and I don't think a lot of people do. Win!
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
It wasn't that difficult.
Oh ho, you know all there is to know already, do you?
I didn't say
I've
that.
said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
Mm-hmm. I'm confident in my skills.
Good. You'll need them when you face the Darkspawn. Mages have always been pivotal in the fight against the Darkspawn. Perhaps you'll be the one to turn the tide this time.
You faced them before.
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
What does the Fade have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
That's pretty wild. I wonder how true that is. Like, I really want to know. Because, I mean, this is a world of magic, right? There could actually be a Maker who did all these things. But we don't know. And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
My friends, let us bow our
True.
heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have
A chest.
Sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Okay.
Maker above. Feel
Just
the
people over here.
presence of the
Tranquil in a chest. Okay. Tranquil.
Welcome, young man.
Okay, I should go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Alright, so he's in the way. Got it.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Davith.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be?
Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What did you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Okay. Maybe they will. We'll see.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay. Interesting. This looks like a shop.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Are you mistaking me for a servant?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... But please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster.
Yeah, that was bad.
No one special.
Oh my god. Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly. I don't think our character cares about that. What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Of course. Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Before I lose access to these other goods. Oh my god, they're 25 copper each? Give me all of those. The rest of those are more expensive, but... Okay. Blood Dragon Plate for 4 Sovereign and 20 silver? No! Undo. I had it backwards. Oh my god. These are my items. These are his items. I had the sides reversed. Oh my god, that was almost so bad. Yikes. Oh my god, that would have been awful. I don't want any of this. But that was almost so bad just now. Jesus. Alright, what do I actually want to sell? I'll sell these, I'll sell these. I'll sell these. Hold on to that, I guess. Sell the dagger, the mace, all the magic staves I don't need. I'll hold on to one. Don't need those. Don't need those. Don't need those. We'll hold on to the Blood Dragon Plate. 420, nice. Sell all that. We don't need apprentice robes anymore. We definitely don't need apprentice cowls. I probably don't need... No, I don't need that. And I don't need that. And I don't need this. Or the garnet. Or the quartz. Private documents. Sell. Blank vellum. Sell. Alright, we've got 2.5 gold. That could be worse. Show me your other
Hello
stuff.
again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, they're worth 1 silver and 14 copper when I'm buying them. I'll still buy all that. Definitely. That's so cheap. We need flasks. So that I can keep making more stuff. They're the same price as the lesser health poultices, so it's cheaper to buy these than it is to make a health poultice, but it is what it is. Let's buy 10 for now, I guess. And then 8 elf fruit, we can make even more poultices. Like, really, we could be good if we were willing to just spend some... backpack. Always buy a backpack if you find it. There's only so many, and they give you more inventory permanently. And you're going to want more permanent inventory. You do not get a lot of chances to get more. Health poultice recipe. Do I really want that? Maybe. Maybe. I'll think about it. Yeah, give me the elf fruit, I guess. And then we'll buy more flasks. If we buy 89, that'll be 99 flasks we bought. And then we won't need flasks again for a long, long, long time. That might have been stupid, but there we go. There we go, and there we go. We are potioned up. Looking good. Looking real good. Let's keep looking around here. Actually, there's still an area up here to look at before we go to where I know we're supposed to go.
In the name of Andraste,
Jory?
I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I am Traven.
Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
Maybe they need to start letting fewer... I'd rather not talk about that. Do you have a problem with that?
No, clearly the Grey Wardens pick their recruits on their merits. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. You're not all that smart, are you? Aren't you nervous about fighting Darkspawn? I wouldn't be here if I had a choice in the matter. I'm looking forward to it.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
Only that it's dangerous. It's all big secret, apparently. Davis said we might be going into the wilds. You don't like the idea. Davis said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Alright. Locked chests that we can't open because we're not a rogue. Devastating. Just devastating. Is this somewhere we can go?
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Oh. I was gonna say, I don't remember that part of the map at all. Okay. Prisoner.
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
Busted, dude. They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Yeah. Yikes. I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Seems a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you miss one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Alright, that's fine. Not too bad. Dude, being persuasive's so good.
Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Use it in good health. Thanks, guy. Alright. Well, we can't use it right now, obviously, because there's a guy guarding the chest. But maybe we'll find our chance at some point. Elf root. A knight, a bunch of people. Alright, now I think we're ready to continue on to where we were eventually supposed to get to.
You there, Elf. It's Pip, sir. Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
I don't like the way the elves are getting treated so far. Not a fan, to be honest. Is he still at the chest? Yeah, he is. We'll get that later. Okay, some servants, war council, a chest. Another chest we can't open. Alright, let's go up here. Find Alistair.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The grumpy one.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
He's so nice.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
We haven't met. You must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Alright, so he's the newest member of the Order. Pleased to meet you. My name's Traven. Can't prepare on my own. What can you tell me about this joining? Let's get on with it then.
Eager, are we? Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
You don't have to accompany me, do you? What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, both of them.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
That would be awkward.
I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
I love Alistair, man. He's so good. I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
What a dude. Alright. Let's go back to Duncan and see what's up. I'm assuming this is Duncan's tent right here. Alright, Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood. 1 for each recruit.
Okay, what do we need the darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Okay, and what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Okay. And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Yeah, Alistair has a good point there. Shame on the Grey Wardens for letting it happen like that. How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Alright. Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, we have a party. A 4-man party. That's a full party in this game. Alistair is level 4. We're almost there. Someone's got double the health we've got. Davith is a level 3 rogue and Jory is a level 3 warrior. Okay. Davith, my man. Do you have lockpicking? You don't. Okay, so he can't get us into chests either. What a shame. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go into the wilds then.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
That's wonderful. Good to know. Oh, let's take a look at our people here. Are they all equipped? Looks like it. We have plenty of potions. I love that. Davith potion. Surgery port potion. There we go. And then Traven's got the full lineup. You know what? Alistair I'll also give the normal health poultices just in case. I think we should be good from there. Okay, here we go. The signed Rod of Fire request form. That's funny, we still have that. Alistair has Shield Cover, which is good against ranged attacks. Shield Bash, which knocks an opponents over, and Shield Pummel, which stuns things. Davith has Stealth, which we won't use. Dirty Fighting, which stuns things in front of him. And Pinning Shot, which lets him snare in place opponents with his bow. Then Surgery has Pommel Strike, which knocks things over. Mighty Blow, which does a lot of damage. Indomitable makes him do more damage and being immune to stun and block. Nice. And then Sunder Arms to a penalty to attack for a short time. I don't remember all those abilities, but I did remember most of them. Let's give it a look. Wolves immediately. Why not deal with a pack of wolves immediately? Light them up. Mind Blast. Okay. Dang, we're doing a lot of damage right now. Loving that. I'm looking out for a Force Field instance, but I don't think we need Force Field here. All these wolf pelts. Well, that went really well. Good job, everybody. Alright, doesn't look like any of the other wolves will be dropping any loot today. The Korkari Wilds. Well, now that we're in the Korkari Wilds, I can change the graphics until we go back to Ostagar again. Let's pump that back up. Alright.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
No time for this. Let's go. We can take you back. Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Good luck, my man. Good
Did
luck.
You hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these dangers is part of our test. You forget I have magic at my command, we'll be fine. You sound like a coward to me. I agree, this is too dangerous. Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That is reassuring.
I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Alright, perfect. And this is where we'll pick up next time. So, Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving a like. And if you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Either way, thank you so much for joining Traven, Sir Jory, Davith, Alistair, and I on this journey in Dragon Age Origins. And next time, we will hopefully explore the entirety of the Korcari Wilds. If you've been waiting for combat to start coming in fast, you're getting some combat next time. Thank you again so much, and we'll see all of you next time.